So now that we're using collections, in this case, array. An array is a type of collection in Java. There's other types. Array is just the first one and a very, very, very common one. The first one we learned and a very commonly used one. But now that we have a collection, we can learn the fourth and final loop that's available to us in Java. And it's called the for each loop. And basically all it allows us to do, or what it allows us to do is, here, let's make a new array. I'm going to use the alternative array syntax, declaration syntax. So I'm going to say equals 23, 67, 345, 987, 167, 834. Put that. Now, since I have a collection, I can say for, this is a new type of for loop, int, which let's call z, in array, sout z. And when I run this, it will work just fine, because basically you use a for each loop, which is this syntax. It's slightly different than the for int I equals 0, I less than array.length, I plus plus. When you want to visit every single element in an array or a collection, and you don't need to use any indexes, like I don't need to random access. I'm not trying to get just the fourth, the value at the fourth index, or just the value at the sixth index, etc. I want to visit every element in this collection, in this case an array. Then you can use a for each loop, and the syntax is data type and then variable name, and then I read this colon as in, and then the collection. So for each int called z in array, and then that z is the actual value at that index in the array. So you don't need to try to say like array at the index of z or anything like that. Like that won't work, because z will actually be the value 345 or the value 834. And there is no value at that would be a null pointer exception. And just to show you what that looks like, I'll go ahead and run it. When I try to get a value from an array that doesn't, array index out of bounds. When I try to get a value from an array at an index that does not exist, it's called an array index out of bounds exception, meaning you tried to access some value that just doesn't exist, right? The highest index I can ask for is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here I could say 5, and that will work. It'll print out that same number 5 times, because it's still looping 5 times, because it's going for int z in array, but I'm just printing out 5 each time. So this time I'll print out z, array at the index. This time I'll just print out the value z, because that's what this z is. And then now it'll print out all the values just like we like. So that's the for each loop. It's super useful anytime you're dealing with an array and you want to visit or access every single element in the array.